Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let me show you how easy it is to create and launch digital products using OfferMint. If you've ever had a great idea but got stuck trying to turn it into a real sellable product, this platform might be exactly what you've been missing. OfferMint is a cloud-based, AI-driven system that helps you go from idea to fully branded, market-ready product fast. It was created by marketing expert Chad Nicely and his team, and the whole goal is to make product creation simple, structured, and stress-free. No tech skills required. You bring the idea, OfferMint brings the framework.
In this video, we're going to go ahead and create a lead step. Now, this is super exciting, and once again, this is something that we use every single day. Matter of fact, at the time I'm shooting this video, we're coming off a launch, and you may recognize some of these pages here. These are all lead steps. Now, the reason why we call them lead steps, what it is a lead capture page, but then there's also the confirmation page, and they're both built in, and they have this amazing consistency and sync feature about them. So when you go from the first step where somebody asks you to enter your name and email address to the second step where you have the confirmation page or the thank you page, you can tell the consistency between the two steps, okay? So you see I'm over here, this is a pro feature inside of Instant Pages, and I'm on lead steps. I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna click on this button that says create lead step, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and name this. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this demo, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on add lead step. Now from here, you can see that all of these pages have opened, okay? These are all pages out of the wild. Like we monitor what's happening with Facebook ads and stuff, and then we pull in the very best copy, like ads that have made a lot of money, right? We pull in their designs and everything else. So if I were to scroll through here, I'm sure you've seen a lot of these types of designs, like this over here with the gradients, or like old school marketing looks like this. So just looking at this, I'm going to tell you right now that these pages convert very, very well, right? So I can come through here and I can go ahead and grab any one of these, and I could just go ahead and choose to use a copy like this one right here. I can go ahead and select it, or like this one right here. I love this one. Like these pages have done so well for me. Like this platform is incredible because it's easy and it's fast, okay? So you can simply go through here and say, okay, yep, I want to select this one. And then you'll go through the basic little editor and you could go ahead and start building it out. Or what you can do is you can come over here where it says click here to get started. And I can go ahead and click on this guy right here. And now you see that we have this little window that's opened up right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT what's a good call out statement, main headline, and CTA statement. So this is the call out statement. Who are you targeting? This is the main headline, and then this is the call to action statement telling them to do something, right? Also known as the sub headline. So I came over here and I said, okay, attention home business owners, that's who I'm talking to. Discover my OfferMint framework, that's the fastest way to create your digital offers, which isn't very good, right? I'm doing this on purpose. Enter your email address down below. And then I said, can you make this three-part headline more exciting? And it said, here's one with the urgency, discovery, and promise, right? Attention home business owners and entrepreneurs, unlock my breakthrough OfferMint framework, the secret engine behind six-figure digital offers. Enter the best email to get instant access. Look at that. Look what I just did, very, very plainly. And then you can see what it did, right? You're moments away from discovering the fastest way to create irresistible digital offers. Enter your email address below. Okay, I'm gonna go with the top one. All right, so I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, and we'll go ahead and paste this here. Okay, and then I'm gonna copy my headline and go ahead and paste that there, and then I'm gonna copy my CTA statement and we'll go ahead and paste that there. Okay, and now what it's done, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. It's gone and taken my copy and it's updated all of these templates, right? Not bad. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and say, okay, you know what? I like this one. So we'll go ahead and click select. Okay. So you could have very, very easily just went and chose one of those templates and started it. Or like we just did, we just went and selected it. Okay. So now what I'm able to do is I have a very, very simple editor. Okay. The first thing I want to show you is there's two steps. Here's step one. Here's step two. Notice the font color, right? I like this color, but let's go ahead and change it to here. So when the sync is on, right, it changed to here and it changed it here. All right. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. All right, next, if we come over here, because this sync is on, what if we go choose a different font? What if we do like this one? This is one of my favorite ones, Falaja 1, right? So now this one's Falaja, and so is this one. But now let's come over here, and what if we make that bigger? Okay, and what if we increase what's called the line height? See here? And now it's done the same exact thing over here. ChatGPT always puts these stupid things in there. Okay, so now you can see that there is consistency. And if I look at the button down below, it's going to be the same exact button style. So when somebody goes from step 1 to step 2, they automatically know that they're in the same place. Okay, so that's the first thing. It's going to do that for everything. Like if I come over here and if I were to change this to, I really like that orange color, but if I were to change it to like this color here, it changed it here and it also changed it over here. Okay, very, very consistent. All right, so you can go through. It is a very, very simple editor. Nothing real complicated. You got font families, font sizes, font styles. If I want to make this like a gradient, I could do that as well. You can go ahead and put like, there's a background color here, but if I don't want to have that background color, I can just go ahead and slide it like this. The background color is gone, or I can go ahead and put it back in again. If I don't want it, I can just go like this and slide it off. Very, very basic stuff. You got spacing, so you can do like before and after, right? You got your line height. This is like text transformation if you want to make them all like capital letters or uppercase. This is for mobile, so you can change the mobile size. What I suggest you do is just open it up on the phone and look at it and then change it here. And then this is where we can go with very, very basic AI functionality, and it will go through and give us like a new variation. If we wanted to be able to change all this stuff, AI will change it, okay? So that's how this works. If you come over here to form, if you wanted to add like a name field, you could. If you wanted to add like a phone number field, you could. Very, very basic functionality. Here's your margins. Here's where you could go. And if you want to add a border box here, you could. Okay. And now let's see, we can come over here and see these little squares here. If I click like this background here, then these squares open up over here. And look at this here. This is not like a drag and drop functionality. This is a very, very simple tool to be able to create the pages like you're seeing here. So if you want to put a top bar here, look, you can put a top bar here, and you can even put a countdown timer up here, right? So I can say get access now, all right? And maybe I want the color the same, okay? And I want the button to be yellow. And I'm gonna go ahead and say get access, and I want that to be black, or maybe I want it to be the green color, yeah? And then, so this is the headline text, the bold color, the banner background. Then here's your button size, right? So if you wanted to make it like bigger, you could, right? And then where does the button go to? So I can go ahead and send it here, that's fine, okay? So that's the first tab. Now we come over here, and if we want to add an image, like I can come over here, right? So now I have my picture there. And then guess what? We can come over here and we can go ahead and set what's called a timer too, right? So you can go ahead and set a timer over here, and it pulls in from your timer settings, all right? So pretty fast. And if we don't want that, we could just come over here and flip it off. Right. I don't recommend that you have a timer for your first step. Your second step, okay, but not your first step. If you don't want to have a pre-headline, you flip it off. If you don't want to have a headline, you flip it off. If you don't want to have a call to action statement, you flip it off. Timer is already off, right? But we could put a timer up that way too. If we want to have a video, we flip it on. If we want to have text, we flip it on. If we want to have an image, we flip it on. And by the way, when you turn these things on, you can move them up and down if you choose to. Okay? So very, very simple functionality. If you want to have bullets, right? And you'll probably never use half the stuff. If you want to have Facebook comments here, you can go ahead and do that as well, right? So these are simple elements Let me turn that one off, turn this one off. So these ones right here, when you flip them on, you can move them up and down. These ones right here are going to be stationary, and they're pretty much what you see here. Okay. Then we come over here and we have this thing called a pattern. This is really cool, right? So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to click on the background and I'm going to set, I can set a color like black. I could set an image if I want to load an image, or I could do a gradient. So if I want to do a gradient, I could do like blue, or I could do like red, or I could do like black. So now we got blue and black. And then I click here and we'll make that white. And we'll make this white. Okay. There we go. And we'll make this one white. See how fast we do this? And now we have a totally different page, right? But maybe I don't like the gradient. Maybe I want to go back to the color. All right, now you got black. Maybe I want to come over here and load an image. Okay, so I got this image. Now notice that does not look very good, but what we can do is we can put an overlay on the top. So let's put like this blue overlay. Okay, now we got this blue overlay, and we can go ahead and like move it around here. Look at the different effects that you can get with this. Pretty cool, right? Or we can do a different color. So if we want to do like a blue color, like you can get some really cool looking effects with this. Okay, so that's how you do a color, or maybe I want the image, or maybe I want the gradient. All right, now what could make this better? Well, how about if we go back to the image and see this guy right here that says shuffle? Let's go ahead and click it. Boom, look at this. Now you got this box in the center. Okay, so you can just shuffle it down, or you can go back to your original one. But now we got the box. Now we can click on the box and see how it says box color. I can make it like where it's got rounded corners. See, like the radius. For the box color here, I can go ahead and like turn this down so it starts to show. Look at this. Look at this design. Isn't this not crazy? I still freak out with how good we did with this tool, right? It's just so easy to very quickly come up with unique designs. And remember, step 2, it's doing the same exact thing. Why? Because I got the sync button on, right? So it's a fun little tool to play with. I also want to show you, let's go back over here to the color. Can I do it with the image? I can do it with the image, but let's do it with the gradient. And let's go ahead and choose something more exciting for the gradient. There we go. Let's do something like that. And now I'm going to click on this guy right here. And for pattern, I'm going to go ahead and say like bricks. And I'm going to go ahead and choose my color. Okay, so now you see we have these bricks here. But what we can do is we can increase the size of the bricks. We can decrease the bricks. We can turn down the opacity of the bricks. I mean, look how incredible this tool is, right? Like, it's just awesome. Awesome. Now, what if, remember, we're doing both steps at once. So everything that you're doing here, if we take the bold off probably, everything that you're doing here is happening on the other one too, right? So if we come over to image, you're going to see that we have it on both. Okay. Now what happens, I really like this, by the way, and I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I need to show you? I mean, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Like you can load your videos in here. You can do your button properties. You know, once you start going over here, you know, there's different properties over here, but I'll let you play with those. It's pretty self-explanatory. But this is what I was going to tell you, right? Let's say that we've gone through and we've completely screwed this up. Like, let's just say that we don't like what we did, which by the way, I really love what we did, but let's just say we don't. Well, we can come back over here to the gallery that we started with, okay? And now we can just go ahead and choose a different design, okay? But wherever ours was originally, it's still going to be here. See, here it is. So I'm like, you know what? I did much better with this than anything else, right? Then we can obviously go back and yeah, we can go ahead and grab that design, right? So some of these ugliest designs, you know, they do the best. But like this stuff here does well too. Like, it's just incredible. So let's say, okay, let's choose something different for now. I'm going to choose, as much as I like that one, I'm going to choose this one, right? Boom. Same thing. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you is how about if we flip on this one that says pop-up? Now, it's going to automatically make this pop-up. Okay, and guess what? We can shuffle down the pop-up too. Okay, so I got step 1, shuffle down. Step 2, automatically shuffle down. And now the pop-up is shuffle down. And we could do the same exact thing we did before. And you can come over here, you could change all the colors and everything else. It is such a simple tool. Okay, such a simple tool. So let's go back over here to the gallery. Okay, and we'll come down here and let's grab that one that we created again. Yep, select. I'm pretty proud of this one. All right, now let's go ahead and click the eyeball. And boom, look how fast that opened. And we'll say get subscribed. And now we didn't customize this, but we could. We could come over here to the pop-up and we could go ahead and customize this as well. Or let's just go ahead and turn off the pop-up, right? So now let's go back in there and let's go ahead and click the eyeball. Watch how fast this is. This is the fastest page builder on the planet. Get subscribed and whammo. Look at that. Look how fast that happened, right? And not only that, it's ending up over here underneath your offer leads, okay? And now we come over here, you see that I had 1 view, 1 opt-in, 100% conversion. If I clicked on the button on the second page, this would be a CTA, call to action. And now what we can do is we can come over here and click on the 3 dots, and there's all kinds of cool stuff that we can do, like with pixels and metadata, and you'll learn about tags and all this other stuff. But right now, the one that I want to show you is we can click on set up URLs. And I can go ahead and do my personal one or system domain. So if I want to do like this guy here, then I can go ahead and make this whatever, right? So I'm going to do like 6fig. And then for this part here, I recommend that you do something like 6fig-conf and save links. Okay. Now, if we open this up again, go to link, boom, you see that it is already done. And by the way, it is lightning fast. I mean lightning fast on the phone. All right, so there's a quick little demonstration of the lead steps and how you're going to be able to use them. It is an incredible tool. You guys will absolutely love it. You will use it all the time. It's awesome. So play with it and let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video.